Welcome back to Retro Builds, and in this episode today, we are going to be working on the Volvo sleeper rear end, and we're going to be working on making the brackets today and getting everything measured up, so we're get ready to weld the brackets on, so we can actually get this into that car. So, enjoy. Brackets temporarily tacked on, and I'm just checking the angles on them to make sure they're the exact same, and hopefully, probably not today, but in this video, this rear end is going to get in that car, just hung in the car, so we can have it and have that thing rolling. So, yeah. Working. Huh? No, it doesn't. Yes, it did. Look at that. Good. So we've been doing a lot of fabrication on the rear end so far today. Our main goal is to get it done by the end of the day. Get it hung in the car so it's mobile and we can move it around. And I realized I haven't done much updating since we've just been like scooting along with this. We made our pin hard bar mount. It's actually pretty cool. Got all of the mounts for the trailing arms and the upper control arms all in. We did have a little mishap earlier with this rear end almost falling and crashing onto the ground. But it's fine. And so far, right now, since we pretty much got everything tacked in, we're gonna get the shock mount made for the top. It's just gonna be a couple of, can't really see me because the freaking camera is so pointed up so high, but this is where we're planning on mounting it. Since we don't want to actually like weld it to the subframe because that would be kind of stupid. We found these holes that were just here and put them into, or like grease marked them, put them onto a piece of paper, then put it into our CNC cutting machine, which you have seen previously in this video. And then we're just gonna cut that out, put it in here and put a couple ears off of it so the shock can just go right in there. And if we ever, for some reason, don't want it that way, we can just take these out and it's not welded to the subframe, so. So we have everything installed that we can get installed today. It's getting late, I'm hungry, I'm tired. And we don't have the bushings for this other shock, so we're gonna have to make some bushings for it so we can fit it, and then make mounting spots for the sway bar, because we want it to be like a road car, not a drag strip car, so this thing's not like a whole pontoon boat, but I don't think it will be because these are some pretty beefy shocks. Other than that, I think we're just gonna get our bushings and then get this thing on the ground, and then later on we'll lift it back up and drop everything out, fully weld everything, paint everything, and do everything else that needs to get done. We did get this in, so that's a plus. Okay, so we have the rear end pretty much finished, other than we gotta fit this sway bar, but other from that, I mean, the car's on the ground and the lift is not on it. So it is having a pretty bad case of Carolina squat right now, because the rear shocks, we haven't like done any adjustment with them. They're like fully like at the softest setting they can go, so that's why it's so low. And then in the front, we have the stock springs in there, which is good because that means that the V8 that's in it now is lighter than the inline four cylinder that was in it before, because the front end doesn't even look like it's lifting or that it's lowered at all. Like it's just in the air. So that's pretty much everything done with the rear end. I do have a few montage clips that I can throw in right now. And as you saw in those montage things, we did get bushings that go in on either side of the shocks, so to like make up for the difference on the bottom, so it's not like slopping around all over the place. And we just have everything tack welded in, and then later on we're gonna lift this thing up, drop the rear end, fully weld everything, paint everything, do everything that needs to get done, put it in the sway bar, and then it should be ready to roll. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.